Hello, 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 and welcome, my honey-hearted listeners, my balanced beauties, and yes, even my nasty birds out there. Welcome back to What Do Stars Say?
It is so wonderful to be back.
I have to tell you, I looked at the ephemeris this morning. That's the big book of planetary coordinates for those of you not obsessively refreshing your apps. And I genuinely had to double-check the year.
Oh, I believe it.
I thought, is this 2026, or is this the opening scene of, like, a historical epic?
It is truly one of those weeks where the ink on the calendar just feels a little heavier, doesn't it?
It really does.
It is wonderful to be here with you, and you are so right to do a double take. The planetary alignment we are stepping into specifically for the week of January 26th to February 1st, 2026, is not your standard weekly forecast. It is a pivot point.
A pivot point. It feels like the entire gym floor is tilting. I mean, we aren't just doing a little check-in today. We are scanning the entire sky because the background radiation of the universe is changing frequency.
Yes, the whole vibe is shifting.
But we have a very specific mission. We are taking all that massive global energy and zooming in like a high-powered telescope exclusively on the elegant, the charming, well, sometimes indecisive but always fabulous world of Libra.
That is right. If you are a Libra, or if you have a Libra rising, which, sets the timing of your chart, or even if you are just married to one and trying to figure out why they are suddenly staring out the window looking like they've seen a ghost or an angel, this is for you.
Or both. A ghost and an angel having a tea party. We're talking about massive transformations. We're talking about the kind of love that hits you like a grand piano falling from a window.
Oh, my goodness.
Hopefully in a romantic way, not a cartoon violence way. And a grand finale full moon that puts Libras right on the red carpet.
Absolutely.
So, my dears, grab your tea or maybe something stronger, and let's get into the mechanics of this week.
Before we get to the specific Libra experience, we really have to lay the foundation. We have to talk about the sky itself because the environment is changing for everyone.
Right, the weather report for the whole planet.
Exactly. And the headline, the thing that astronomers and astrologers have been whispering about for over a decade, is happening on Monday, January 26th.
Okay, the big one. The big ingress.
Yeah.
Neptune entering Aries.
Exactly. Neptune enters Aries. Now, to understand the gravity of this, we have to look at where Neptune has been.
Okay.
For the last 14 years, since roughly 2011 or 2012, Neptune has been in Pisces.
And Pisces is its home turf, right? It's the ocean, it's dreams, it's the fog. It's been on vacation in its own beach house.
It has. It's been totally at home. Neptune rules Pisces. So for 14 years, the planet of dissolution, of spirituality, of oneness has been in the sign where boundaries just dissolve. It's been a time of a massive increase in virtual realities, streaming, literally streams of data, and a sort of collective spherical confusion. It was a very watery, foggy time.
I'll say. But on Monday, Neptune moves into Aries.
Yes, and Aries is not water.
Not at all. Aries is fire. Aries is the battering ram. It's the let's go sign.
Aries is the first sign of the Zodiac. It is the I am. It is the warrior, the pioneer, the individual. So we are moving from an era of we are all one to an era of I am the hero.
Wow.
This is the beginning of a cycle that lasts until 2039. We call this the hero's journey transit.
So if I'm hearing you right, the collective vibe is switching from, like, I have a dream to I'm going to fight for my dream with a sword.
That is a brilliant way to put it, yes.
Yeah.
It activates what we call the Aries point, which is 0 degrees of Aries. This is the world axis.
Okay, that sounds important.
It's huge. When a slow-moving outer planet like Neptune hits this degree, it changes the zeitgeist. It's about brave dreams. But, and here's the nuance we need to discuss, Neptune is still the planet of illusion.
Right. Just because it's wearing a suit of armor doesn't mean the armor is real.
No.
It could be cosplay.
Precisely. Neptune dissolves whatever it touches. In Aries, it dissolves the concept of the self in a way that can be very confusing.
How so?
You might feel this incredible surge of bravery, a desire to save the world or be the protagonist, but you have to check. Is this a real mission? Or is it a delusion? The last time Neptune was in Aries was during the American Civil War era, the 1860s. That was a time of immense ideological conflict where people fought for ideals, which is Neptune.
With violence, which is Aries.
Exactly.
Yeah, it is heavy. So we are looking at a time where people are incredibly passionate about their beliefs, possibly to a fanatical degree.
Yes. The fog of Neptune meets the fire of Aries. It's steam. It's highly pressurized. So for this week, specifically Monday, Watch out for the savior
The
complex.
savior complex.
You might think you can fix everything, or that you are the only one who can see the truth.
Look at me, I'm Superman. And then you jump off the couch and spot, plot.
I love that image, yes. So, we need to be brave, but maybe check the mirror before we jump off the roof to make sure we actually have a cape and not just a bedsheet tied around our neck.
Check for the bedsheet. Got it. Because right on the heels of this massive shift, on Tuesday and Wednesday, we have the crash, the Mars-Pluto conjunction.
Yes, this is the other major headline.
This is the one that had me worried when I look at the chart. Mars and Pluto.
Yep.
That sounds like two heavyweights getting into a ring where the referee has already left the building.
It is a volatile combination. Mars is the planet of action, adrenaline, war, and severance. It cuts things.
That's it.
Pluto is the planet of atomic power, deep transformation, the underworld, and obsession. And they are conjoining meeting at the exact same degree in the sign of Aquarius.
And Aquarius is air. It's intellect, it's the crowd, it's the internet.
Fixed air, to be precise, which means it is stubborn.
Oh, great. Stubborn and explosive.
When you put the heat of Mars and the nuclear pressure of Pluto into the mental realm of Aquarius, you get ideological warfare. You get explosions in the grid. This is a watch your step energy.
Seriously.
High tension, potential for arguments in crowds, digital fights that go way, way too far, or sudden aggressive outbursts.
So if I'm in a crowded line at the grocery store and someone cuts in front of me, or, someone leaves a nasty comment on my post.
Do not engage.
Do not engage. Got it. Because it's not just a little spat, right? With Pluto involved, it's nuclear.
It is total destruction. Pluto doesn't fight to win. Pluto fights to annihilate.
Oh my God.
If you strike a match in this powder keg, you blow up the whole building. But let's reframe this because we aren't here to just scare people.
Please give me the silver lining. I need it.
This is transformation power. Mars-Pluto in Aquarius is about destroying old structures, perhaps old thought patterns or societal expectations, to build new, freer ones.
Okay.
It's a revolution of the self. If you have been stuck, if you have been too afraid to act, this energy is the dynamite that clears the blockage.
I like that better. A revolution. Viva la revolution of me. But seriously, stay away from angry mobs between January 25th and 29th. Noted.
Wise advice. Now, after that intensity, the sky gives us a soothing balm.
Thank goodness.
On Thursday, January 29th, Mercury kisses Venus.
Finally. A little romance, a little sugar after the medicine.
It really is. It's a beautiful conjunction. Mercury is communication. Venus is love and beauty. Our sources compare this to the Princess and the Frog energy.
Ooh. Explain that. Are we kissing frogs? Am I going to have to kiss a frog?
It's more about the transformative power of perspective. Believing in the magic makes it real. It's about seeing the beauty in something or someone that might look ordinary. It's great energy for smoothing over any fights that might have happened on Tuesday.
So it's the cosmic peace treaty.
It is. It's perfect for networking, making peace, and just being sweet. Words have a hypnotic quality on Thursday.
I love it. So we fight on Tuesday, we write poetry on Thursday, the circle of life.
Pretty much.
And then Sunday, the grand finale.
The Leo full moon. Sunday night, February 1st. This is dramatic.
I feel like we need a drum roll. Bird dumb.
It deserves one. A full moon in Leo at 13 degrees. Now, Leo is the opposite of Aquarius. While the Mars-Pluto chaos is happening in Aquarius, which is the group, the collective, the moon lights up Leo. And Leo is the individual, the ego, the heart. It asks, who am I? And who is applauding for me?
It's the look at me.
It is. It's about visibility. Everything hidden comes into the light. If you've been working in the shadows, this moon pulls back the curtain. It demands warmth. It demands love. And yes, it demands a little bit of applause.
So let me get this straight. Imagine the backdrop changing from like a foggy dreamscape to a battlefield, and then suddenly, boom, bright lights, red carpet, cameras flashing. That is our week.
That is a perfect visual summary. It really is.
All right, my honeys, my balanced beauties, my lovely Libras, that was the appetizer. Now it's time for the main course. Let's talk about you.
Let's do it. Libras, listen closely. Because while the sky is doing all this gymnastics, for you, it is hitting the most sensitive and important parts of your chart.
We love our Libras. You guys are the diplomats. You want everyone to be happy. You get to decide what to eat for dinner because you don't want to upset the pizza place by choosing the burger joint.
They do strive for harmony, it's true. They calibrate themselves to the people around them. It's their superpower.
But, oh boy, the stars have decided your fate this week. You hate conflict, but the sky is bringing the drama. So pop that popcorn, sit back, and let's see why you are the absolute star of the show this week.
The sources are unanimous on this. This is potentially one of the most critical weeks of the entire year for a Libra rising and Sun Libras.
Critical. I hear critical and I think scary, but I also think opportunity.
It is absolutely an opportunity, but it's centered around the one thing Libras care about most: relationships.
Ooh, la la. Let's talk about love. This is the main event.
So remember Neptune moving into Aries?
Yep. The fish in the volcano?
For Libra, Aries is the seventh house.
Okay, let's unpack the seventh house for the new listeners. What's the deal with the seven?
The seventh house is the sector of the other. It rules marriage, business partnerships, committed relationships, but also, and people forget this, open enemies and contracts.
Enemies. Okay.
It is the mirror. It's anyone you face one-on-one.
Wait, so the planet of dreams, fantasies, and fog is moving into the house of marriage? That sounds dreamy or confusing, or both.
It is both. It is soulmate energy. It's telepathy.
I love that.
You might find yourself thinking of someone and instantly your phone rings and it's them. You might meet someone and feel like you've known them for 1,000 lifetimes.
Oh.
The boundaries between you and the other just dissolve.
I am getting goosebumps. That
Yeah.
sounds amazing. Where do I sign up?
Well, here is where we have to be the wise friends. Neptune puts on rose-colored glasses.
Ah, okay. The catch.
When Neptune is in your relationship sector, you are prone to projection. You might see a frog and truly believe he is a prince because you are projecting your own inner royalty onto him.
Right.
You might ignore the red flags because the fantasy feels so good.
Ah, the classic I can fix him syndrome. Or he's just misunderstood. He's not actually a criminal.
Exactly that. Or simply idealizing someone to a point they can never live up to. The sources give a very specific warning about lightning love.
Lightning love.
Especially between January 25th and 28th, you might get hit by a thunderbolt of
I
attraction.
love a thunderbolt. Bam. Love at first sight. That sounds great.
It's exciting. But the stars and our sources are shouting one piece of advice: don't sign the marriage certificate yet.
Put down the pen. Step away from the altar. Back away slowly.
Just wait until February 17th.
February 17th. Okay, we need to tattoo that on our foreheads. Why that date? What's magical about February 17th?
Because by then, the initial Neptune fog will have lifted slightly, the planetary geometry shifts, and Mercury will be in a position where logic returns.
Ah, logic. We meet again, old friend.
You'll be able to see if it's a fairy tale or just a very, very convincing illusion.
So enjoy the butterflies, enjoy the romance, but keep the receipt in case you need to return the prince.
Precisely. But there is good news, too. This isn't just a fleeting week.
Oh, good.
The sources say Libras are entering a 2.5-year cycle with the highest probability of marriage and partnership.
2.5 years. So if you're single and looking, this is your Super Bowl season.
It really is. It's a long-term trend of partnership, but it also means big decisions are looming to be or not to be in relationships. For some, this week might bring a make-or-break moment.
Okay.
Because while Neptune is bringing the dream, Mars and Pluto are bringing the heat.
Right, the explosions we talked about earlier, the dynamite.
Right.
Where's that landing for Libra?
The Mars-Pluto conjunction in Aquarius lands in Libra's 5th house.
The 5th house. That's the fun house, the party house.
It is. It rules love, romance, creativity, children, and gambling or speculation.
Okay, Mars and Pluto in the house of fun. That sounds like hardcore fun, like extreme sports fun, or I'm going to party until I explode fun.
It creates intense passion, that thunderbolt crush we talked about. That's Mars and Pluto working with Neptune. It's obsessive, it's magnetic, it's powerful. It's not a light flirtation, it's a soul craving.
Obsessive.
Yeah.
Like, I will check your location settings. Obsessive. We should probably avoid that.
Potentially. But let's channel it creatively. It could be a massive creative breakthrough where you suddenly paint a masterpiece in 3 days without sleeping.
Oh.
The creative drive is nuclear right now.
Or you obsessively stalk your crush on Instagram for 3 days without sleeping. Let's aim for the painting, my dears. Please aim for the painting.
Let's hope for the masterpiece. But this aspect also affects children. If you're a Libra parent, this could be a week of power struggles.
Oh, interesting.
The 5th house rules your kids. Mars-Pluto there says the child is going through a transformation.
The terrible twos, or the rebellious teens, regardless of their actual age. Like, my 4-year-old suddenly thinks he's 16.
Exactly. Mars and Pluto want transformation and autonomy. Your child is changing, growing, and that can cause friction. The advice is not to engage in a power battle. You won't win against Pluto. You have to guide the energy, not block it.
Don't fight the toddler. They have Pluto on their side. Got it. Words to live by.
And going back to romance, the sources explicitly mention the white horse prince or princess archetype.
Of course they do.
This energy makes you feel like someone is coming to save you.
I'm telling you, it's a Disney movie week.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the finale, the Leo full moon. That's in the 11th house for Libra. What does that mean for them?
The 11th house is your social circle, friends, and hopes and dreams. It's the house of the future.
Yep.
A full moon here is like a spotlight turning on in a crowded room.
Hello, everyone. Look at me.
Libras are going to be incredibly visible. If you have a website to launch, a video to post, a party to host, this is the moment. You are shining like a star. The 11th house is also good spirit. It brings luck from networks.
I love that for you, Libras. Shine bright. Go get 'em.
But because it's a full moon, it brings things to a head. You might join a new tribe or group that feels perfectly aligned with your soul. But conversely, you might realize an old group of friends is toxic.
Ah, the trash taking itself out.
Yes. There's a specific detail in the charts involving Juno in Capricorn. Juno is the asteroid of commitment. In Capricorn, it represents traditional commitments or old guard loyalty. It squares this full moon.
Squares or tension. So the old friends, the Juno, might not like the new you, the full moon.
Exactly. Some friends might not support your new success or your new relationship. They might get jealous. They might say, "Who do you think you are?"
Oh, haters gonna hate.
Exactly. The advice is, don't mourn the toxic friends. If they leave, let them go. You are making space for people who actually align with your new vibration. You are leveling up, and not everyone can come to the next level.
Out with the old, in with the fabulous. Okay, so that's the big picture. Relationships are intense, creativity is exploding, and social life is in the spotlight.
Yeah.
But I know my Libras, they want the detail.
They do.
They want to know what to do on Tuesday when they spill coffee on their shirt because they were staring at their soulmate.
Well, let's break it down day by day. The sky changes rapidly this week, and the moon acts as the trigger for these larger transits.
Let's give them the play-by-play. Monday and Tuesday. We start the week with the moon in Taurus. Where's that for Libra?
Moon in Taurus for Libra falls in the 8th house. Now, we just talked about the 8th house being Pluto's domain transformation, but specifically in a daily transit, this is the house of shared resources, debt, taxes, and deep psychology.
Okay, that sounds intense.
And the moon is meeting Uranus, the planet of surprises.
Surprise. Here's a tax bill. Or
Surprise.
you inherited a castle. Which one is it? I want the castle.
It could be either. It's a money shock. It could be a sudden expense that makes you panic. Don't spend money you don't have yet, my dears, is the advice. Uranus is unstable.
Okay, so check your bank account, but maybe don't go on a shopping spree just yet.
Precisely. But on a psychological level, the 8th house is where we hide things. With Uranus there, you might have a sudden aha moment about yourself.
Ooh.
Why do I act like this? Boom! Realization. It's like lightning striking your subconscious.
I love a good epiphany on a Tuesday. Wait, I don't actually like kale. Boom! Life changed.
Maybe deeper than kale, like, wait, I only date people who are unavailable. But yes. Then we move to Wednesday and Thursday. The moon moves into Gemini.
Gemini. Fellow air sign. This should feel better for Libras. It's a trine, right? That's a good thing.
Yes, it forms a harmonious trine to Libra. It feels like a breath of fresh air. The moon enters the 9th house of travel, higher learning, and wisdom.
So we go from the stress of money and deep psychology on Monday to the freedom of the open road on Wednesday.
Exactly. The mental fog lifts. It's excellent energy for planning a trip, booking a flight, or learning something new. If you have to sign papers, this is a better time than the beginning of the week.
Right.
Though I still stand by my wait for Feb 17 rule for the big stuff.
Right. Read the fine print. But generally the vibe is lighter.
Much lighter. Although there is a Saturn square warning here. Saturn is in Pisces, which is your 6th house of work, and it's squaring the moon in Gemini.
Ugh, buzzkill Saturn. What's he doing? Always ruining the fun.
You might feel a pinch of duty or restriction at work. Maybe a boss reminds you of a deadline right when you're looking at travel blogs.
Then.
Or you have a minor health annoyance. The 6th house rules health routines. That stops you from running off.
Yes, get back to work. But Libras can handle it with style, right?
Absolutely. They handle it with grace.
Yeah.
Just do the work, then plan the trip.
Okay.
And then comes Friday and Saturday, the moon moves into Cancer.
Cancer is the 10th house for Libra. That's the peak of the chart. Career and status. Public image.
Yes. The focus shifts to your public image. You are taking a stand. You are visible to bosses, to parents, to the world. Moon in Cancer is sensitive, so you are feeling the weight of your reputation.
Here I am. Promote me.
Or, here I am, and I'm changing how I do things. The sources mention leaving behind useless attitudes.
Ooh, I like that.
It's a cleaning of the slate regarding how you present yourself. But remember, the moon in Cancer is emotional, and it opposes your fourth house of home.
The classic work-life balance act. The ultimate struggle.
Exactly. You might feel torn between your home obligations and your career demands. Your boss wants you late, your family wants you home, that classic tug of war.
The struggle is real, but you've got this, Libras. Just flash that charming smile.
Yeah.
And then Sunday, the big day.
The grand finale, the full moon in Leo lighting up that 11th house of social circles.
The party moon, time to celebrate.
A decision regarding a dream or a social group is made. It's a climax point. And there's a surprise element, our sources noted.
What?
Potential for surprise pregnancy news.
Whoa, where did that come from?
It's the activation of the 5th 11th house axis. The 5th house, where Mars and Pluto are, is children and creation. The 11th, where the moon is the outcome and hopes. So, the birth of a child, or the birth of a massive creative project. Something is being born this weekend.
A baby or a book? Either way, congratulations. That's huge.
Indeed. It's a fertile, creative, social weekend.
Okay, that is a roller coaster of a week. We have money shocks, travel dreams, career stands, and a baby book launch party. I'm exhausted just talking about it.
It is a lot, but Libras are uniquely equipped to handle it because they seek balance. The universe is throwing everything at one side of the scale, and Libra's job is to find the center.
So let's give them some solid, actionable advice. We've dropped some hints, but let's put it on a bumper sticker. Let's really spell it out.
The number one rule, which we cannot stress enough, the wait until Feb 17 rule.
Say it with me, nasty birds. Wait until February 17.
It's crucial. Neptune in the 7th house creates that glamorous fog we discussed. You might meet someone who feels like a soulmate. You might find a business partner who promises you the moon. Enjoy the feeling. Go on the dates. Have the meetings. But do not sign the legal papers until the fog lifts in mid-February.
Because that soulmate might just be a guy who really likes your shoes, and that business partner might be, well, broke.
Exactly. Time is your friend here. Let the illusion settle into reality. Don't rush it.
What about this mirror concept? I thought that was really interesting. Can we go back to that?
Yes. Libra is the sign of the mirror. You understand yourself through others. This week, with Mars and Pluto and Neptune all active, the universe is holding a giant mirror up to you through your partners and even your enemies.
So if someone is mean to me, it's a mirror. How does that work?
If someone attacks you, remember that Mars-Pluto aggression, it reflects their insecurity, not your value.
Okay, that's important.
But it also reflects your boundaries. If you get triggered, ask yourself, what is this showing me about myself? Why does this hurt?
Oh, that's deep. So if I get mad at the guy cutting in line, it's showing me that I'm impatient.
Or that you need to assert your space more calmly. Or that you feel invisible. It's all information. Don't just react, analyze.
I like that. It's not a fight, it's data collection. You're a little detective of your own soul.
Precisely. And we must mention health. Our sources were specific.
Yes, the body check. We can't forget the vessel, the meat suit we live in.
Libras always need to watch the lower back and kidneys. That's your ruling area. When relationships get stressful, Libras tend to get back pain. It's somatic.
I feel that in my soul.
But with the Leo-Aquarius axis activated by the full moon and Pluto, also watch the heart and circulation.
So drink water for the kidneys and don't have a heart attack from all the drama.
Basically, yes.
Yeah.
Maybe don't skip the cardio, but don't overdo it either. Balance. If you feel palpitations, it might just be the astrological energy, but take a moment to breathe.
Balance. It always comes back to balance. The Libra motto.
And finally, I have to agree with your excitement from earlier.
Yes, because the chart looks good for love. I'm going to say it again. It's raining men or women. It's raining love. Hallelujah.
It is raining love.
Yeah.
Just bring an umbrella in case it's a storm.
A love storm.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I'll wear my rain boots. I'm ready for it.
You know, what's fascinating here is that despite all the warnings we've given, the fog, the Mars-Pluto crash, this is genuinely a happy forecast for Libra.
It really is. It feels like the start of their movie. You know, the part where the main character walks out of their boring job and the wind blows their hair and the music swells.
That is exactly the vibe. It's the call to adventure.
And Libras, you are ready for the adventure. You've been practicing your diplomatic smiles. You've got your outfits picked out.
Yeah.
You've been waiting for this.
And now the universe is providing the stage.
So what does this all mean? It means you are the star. It means you shouldn't be afraid of the spotlight this week.
And don't be afraid of the changes. The Mars-Pluto conjunction is scary, yes, but it's clearing the debris so you can build that new life. It is burning away the dead wood.
And Neptune. It's giving you the dream to chase. It's the beautiful movie poster for your new life.
Just remember to keep one foot on the ground while you're reaching for the stars.
I love that. 1 foot on the ground, 1 hand in the candy jar of the universe. Something like that. All right, my lovely, elegant, fair-minded Libras, we have unpacked the sky for you. Next week and next month are waiting with even bigger surprises. Your time to shine is truly beginning.
We are sending you buckets of glitter and positive vibes. You are going to handle this Mars-Pluto energy like the diplomats you are.
You're going to dodge the drama and catch the love.
Absolutely.
Now, to not miss the surprises waiting for your Libra soul next week, because let me tell you, February is going to be wild. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, What Do Stars Say?
Yes, please do. And if you liked our interpretation for this week, don't forget to like the discussion. It helps us find more honey-hearted listeners like you.
And don't be shy, my honeys. Share your comments with us. We want to hear your stories. Did you meet a prince? Did you meet a frog? Did you have a thunderbolt moment? Tell us everything.
We read them all, and we love hearing how the stars are playing out in your lives.
So until next time, may your week be full of aesthetics, love, and joy.
Be brave, Libras.
Bye-bye. Goodbye. Ugh. One last thought before we truly go. I just had an idea.
What is it?
I was just thinking about that Neptune fog. You know how fog can be dangerous, but it can also be magical, like in a mystery movie where everything looks soft and new.
Yes. I see where you're going.
Maybe the fog isn't just there to confuse them. Maybe it's there to force them to use their intuition instead of their eyes.
Oh, that is a beautiful thought. If you can't see the road, you have to trust your internal compass.
Exactly. So Libras,
Yeah.
trust your gut this week. It might see clearer than your eyes. Okay, now I'm really done. Bye.